Allô, allô, bonsoir. Est-ce que vous m'entendez? Can you hear me? Not really. Hello. Bonsoir à tous. Hello everyone. Bonsoir à tous et bienvenue au Square René Viviani. This is a little intro in French. Merci d'être venus aussi nombreux ce soir. Tous les soirs jusqu'à dimanche à 18h30, la librairie Shakespeare & Company vous invite à une représentation de Macbeth de William Shakespeare, mise en scène par Cressida Brown, ici présente. Pour célébrer les 450 ans du poète. Ces représentations sont dans la langue de Shakespeare, donc en anglais uniquement. The show's in English. J'espère que vous prendrez plaisir à écouter et à regarder nos formidables acteurs. Avant de laisser la parole à Cressida, je voulais remercier au nom de la librairie la mairie de Paris et la mairie du 5e pour ce magnifique square. The American Church in Paris, qui nous a très généreusement offert un espace pour nos répétitions. The Collector's Library, nous vendons cette très belle petite édition de Macbeth à la librairie. Si vous voulez vous rafraîchir la mémoire et soutenir ce projet, vous aurez aussi un sac si vous essayez. Et bien sûr, tous nos formidables bénévoles, the volunteers, sans leur énergie, nous ne pourrions pas monter ce spectacle. Voilà, je laisse donc la place à Cressida. Et voilà, Cressida.
Okay, merci. Hello everybody, it's so wonderful to see so many people coming to a Shakespeare play, so that's fantastic. And we're on our third night, and so I can confidently say you're going to have a good time. There's going to be quite a lot of fighting towards the end. So we're playing every night until Sunday at 6:30. And I also would like to thank the American Church, the Paris Town Hall and the Collector's Library for giving these books. And of course to all our volunteers who honestly this would not be able to happen without. So have a good show, and we are going to start in a couple of moments. Thank you.
My captivity. Hail, brave friend! To say to the king the knowledge of the broil as thou didst leave.
Don't pull it stone. As two spent swimmers who do cling together and choke their art. The merciless MacDonald, worthy to be a rebel, from the western isles of the axe-wielding Irish is supplied. But all's too weak. Oh, for brave Macbeth! Oh, well, he deserves that name. Disdaining fortune, and with brandished steel, like Valor's minion, carved out his passage, till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave to the chops, and fixed his head upon our battlement.
Valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
Discomfort swells! Mark, King of Scotland, Mark! No sooner had justice made them trust their heels, but the Norwegian lord, surveying vantage, with furbished arms and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Made not this our captains Macbeth and Banquo?
Yes! Sparrows eagles, or the hare the lion. So they doubly redoubled strokes upon the foe, except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds. I cannot tell, but I am weak. My gashes cry for help.
So well thy words become thee, as thy wounds. They smack of honour both. Go get him, surgeons. Who comes here?
worthy Thane of Ross.
Ah.
God save the king.
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
From Fife, great king.
Huh?
Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, till that Bellona's bridegroom, lapped in proof, confronted him with self-comparisons, point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit, and to
Yes.
conclude,
Yes?
the victory fell on us.
Great happiness!
Nor would we gain him burial of his men till he dispersed at St. Combs Inch $10,000 to our general use.
No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go pronounce his present death. And with his former title, greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
Where hast thou been, sister? Killing swine. Sister, where thou?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched, and munched, and munched. Give me, quoth I, a right thee which the rump-fed runion cry. Her husband's to a leprechaun, master of the tiger, but in a sieve through the sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do.
I'll give thee a wing and I another.
I myself have all the other. I'll drain him dry as hay. Sleep shall neither night nor day hang upon his penthouse lid. He shall live a man forbid. Look what I have here.
Show me, show.
Here I have a pilot's thumb. Wrecked as homeward he did come.
A drum, the drum. Macbeth doth come.
Christ to thine.
Christ to mine. And Christ again to make up mine.
Peace. The charms wind up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen. How far is it called to forest? What of it? So withered and so wild in their time, that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet on it. Live you? Or are you aught that man may question? You seem to understand me. By each at once her choppy finger laying upon her skinny lip.
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Glance.
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor! All hail Macbeth! That shall be king hereafter!
Good sir. Why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? My noble partner, you greet with present grace and great prediction of noble having and of royal hope. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me. Neither beg nor fear your favors, nor your hate.
Hail, hail, hail. Lesser than Macbeth, and great.
Not so happy,
Yet
not happy. Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none.
so all hail Macbeth and Banquo and Macbeth. All hail.
Stay, you imperfect speakers, tell me more. By my father's name I know I'm Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor the Thane of Cawdor lives? A prosperous gentleman and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, no more than to be Cawdor safe from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way. With such prophetic greetings, speak, I charge you.
Whither be banished?
Into the air, how would they have stayed?
Were such things here as we do speak about,
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor too, went it not so?
To yourselves in tune and words. Who's here?
The king hath happily received Macbeth. The news of thy success. And when he reads thy personal venture in the rebels' fight, his wonders and his praises do contend which should be thine or his. As with his tale can post with post, and everyone did bear thy praises in the kingdom's great defence and pour them down before him. And in payment of a greater honour, he bade me from him call thee Thane of Cawdor. In which edition, hail, most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What? Can the devils be true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was the Thane lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life. Which he deserves to lose, whether did line the rebel with hidden help and vantage, or that with both he laboured in his country's wreck, I know not. But treasons, capital confessed and proved, have overthrown him.
Glamis and Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings, when those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them?
That dress at home might yet enkindle you unto a crown beside the Thane of Cawdor, but it's strange. Cousin, a word, I pray you.
Two truths are told as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. I thank you, gentle lady. With a supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good if ill. Why hath it given me payment of success? Commencing in a truth, I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion? Which horrid image doth unfix my hair, and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature.
Look how our partner is wrapped.
If chance will have me king, why chance may crown me, without my stir.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor. My dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Kind, gentle lady, your pains are registered, where every day I turn the leaf to read them. Let us toward the king. And think upon what hath chanced, and at more time, the interim having waited, let us speak our free hearts each to other.
Very gladly.
Come, friends.
Is execution done on Cawdor? Are not those in commission yet
My
returned?
liege, they are not yet come back,
What?
but I have spoke with one that saw him die, who did report that very frankly he confessed his treasons, implored your highness pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him like the leaving it. He died as one that had been studied in his death, to throw away the dearest thing he owned, as 'twere a careless trifle.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. Oh, worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now was heavy on me. More to say is more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing it pays itself. Your highness' part is to receive our duties, and our duties are to your throne and state, children and servants, which do but what they should by doing everything safe toward your love and honor.
Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee, and will labour to make thee full of growing. Noble Banquo, that hast no less deserved, nor must be known no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There, if I grow, the harvest is your own.
joy seem to fall themselves in tears of sorrow. Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and you whose places are the nearest, know we will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, whom we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland, which honour must, not unaccompanied, invest in the stars, but to Inverness, and bind us further to you.
The rest is labour which is not used for you. I'll be myself the harbinger and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach, so humbly take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
The Prince of Cumberland, that is a step on which I must fall down or else o'erleap. For in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires.
True, worthy Banquo, he is full so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It is a banquet to me. It's after him. His care is gone before to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kinsman.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learnt by the perfect report they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burnt and desired to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with Hail King that shalt be. This have I thought good, to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Glams thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet still I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valour of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings? The king comes here tonight. Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him, who also would have informed for preparation? So please you, it is true. Our Thane is coming. Give him tending. He brings great news. The raven herself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, ye spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsets me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe, topful of direst cruelty. Come, thick night, and pour thee in the dunner smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wounded mate, nor heaven peep out from the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold! Great Glam, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all hail hereafter, thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
Edwin goes hence.
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never! Shall some that morrow see? Your face, my fame, is as a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower. But be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall to all our nights and days to come give solely sovereign sway and mastery.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favour ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle, at a pleasant seat, the air, nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
This guest of summer, the temple haunting martlet, does approve by his loved mansionry that the heaven's breath smells wooingly here. The air is delicate.
See, our honored hostess. The love that follows us sometimes is our trouble, which still we thank as love. Herein I teach you how you shall bid God yield us for your pains and thank us for your trouble.
All our service in every point twice done, and then done double, were poor and single business to contend against those honours deep and broad wherewith your majesty loads our house.
Where's the famed Cawdor? We coursed him at the heels and had a purpose to be his purveyor, but he rides well, and his great love, sharp as his spur, hath holp him to his home before us. Fair and honored hostess, we are your guests tonight. Give me your hand. Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly and shall continue our graces towards him.
Yeah.
By your leave, hostess.
If it were done when 'tis done then 'twere well. It were done quickly if the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease success that but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come, and in these cases, we still have judgment here that we but teach. Bloody instructions which being taught return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door. Not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office that his virtues will plead like angels trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition which overleaps itself and falls in the How now? What news?
He is almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Have he asked for me?
No, you not, he has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk, wherein you dressed yourself? Has it slept since? And makes it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time, such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valour as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteemest the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would like the poor cat in the attic?
Oh, pretty peace! I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was that that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more than man. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out. Had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail.
We fail. But screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rubbish of his day's hard journey soundly invite him, his two chamberlains will I with wine and liquor so convinced that memory, when in the swine of sleep their drenched nature's lies, as in a death what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan?
Bring forth men and children only. For thy undaunted mettle should compose nothing but maids. Will it not be received? When we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber and used their very daggers, that they have done it.
Who dares receive it, as we shall make our griefs and clamour roar upon his death?
I'm settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is there.
Both. Take my sword. There's husbandry in heaven. Their candles are all out. Take that. A heavy summons lies like lead upon me. And yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers, restraining me to curse spot that nature gives way to in repose. Give me my sword. Who's here?
A friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest? The king's abed. We have been in unusual pleasure, and sent forth great largesse to your offices. I dreamt last night over 3 weird sisters. To you, they have shown some truth.
Well, I think not of them. Yet, when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it in some words upon that business, if you would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
If you shall plead to my consent when 'tis, it shall make honor for you.
So I lose none in seeking to augment it. but still keep my bosom franchised and allegiance clear. I shall be consul.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, lad. Good luck to you.
Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Let me touch it. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still. And on thy blade and handle gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. Ah! It is the bloody business which informs. Thus to mine eyes, now over the one-half world, nature seems dead and wicked dreams abuse. The curtains sleep, witchcraft celebrates. Pale Hecate's offerings and withered murder moves like a ghost, thou sure and firm setter. Hear not my steps, which way they walk for fear. Thy very stones break him, whilst I fret he lives. Words to the heat of deeds, too cold breath gives. I go, and it is done, the bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
Which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark! Peace. It was the owl that screamed, the fatal bellman which gives the stance good night. He is about it. The doors are open, and the surfeited guards do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their drinks, that death and nature do contend about them, whether they live or die.
Who's there? What hope?
Alack, I am afraid they have awaked, and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. Hark, I laid their daggers ready, he could not miss them. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. My lord.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended. Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donalbain.
Ah, this is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh and sleep, and one cried murder. That they did wake each other, I stood and heard them. But they did say their prayers and addressed them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other. as they had seen me with these hangman's hands. Ere listening their fear, I could not say amen.
Consider it not so deeply.
Wherefore could not I pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing, and amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought after these ways, so it will make us mad.
Oh, methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep, the innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care. The death of each day's life, sore labor's bath. Chief nourisher in life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still he cried, sleep no more to all hours. Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Godor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? My worthy Thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brainsically of things. Go, get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hands. Why did you bring these daggers from the blaze? They must lie there! Go, carry them and smear the sleeping guard with blood!
I'll do no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done. Look on it again, I dare not.
Infernal madness! Give me the daggers! The sleeping and the dead are but just pictures to the eye of childhood and fear. If you please, I'll gild the faithful guard with all for it would seem their guilt.
What hands are here, huh? They pluck out mine eyes. Whence is that knocking? Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand?
My hands are of your colour, but I shame to wear a heart so white. I hear a knocking. At the south entry, retire we to our chamber, and little water clears us of this deep. Hark, more knocking, get on your nightgown. Be not lost so wholly in your thoughts.
To know my deed were best not know myself. Only Duncan with thy knocking I would not do.
Here's a knocking indeed. If I was porter of Hell's Gate, I should have turned very old from the key. Knock, knock. Who's that? Here comes a farmer who hanged himself on the expectation of plentiful harvest. Farmer! Harvest! Expectation? Knock, knock. Who's there? Here comes an equivocator who could swear on both the scales against either scale. Who committed treason enough for God's sakes? You couldn't equivocate to heaven! Knock, knock, what are you? Too cold here for hell, I'll devil portrait and come on. Had thought to tell a joke, but all the professions would go to the everlasting bonfire. And on.
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed that you do lie so late?
Okay, so we were carousing till the second cock, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of sweetness.
And what three things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine.
I do believe drink gave thee the lie last night. As thy master stirring, knocking has awakened him. Here he comes.
noble sir.
Good morrow, both.
The king's stirring, well, he think.
Not yet.
He did command me to go timely on him. I've almost slipped to the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
That is a joyful trouble to you. Yet 'tis what?
The labor, we delight in physics pain. This is the door.
I'll make so bold to cope with his my limited service.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
Oh, my young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Your sacrilegious murder broke up the Lord's anointed temple and stole thence the life of the building.
What is it you say, the life?
Mean you his majesty?
Not bid me speak. See and then speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Murder and treason! Ring the alarm bell! Ring the bell!
What's the business? That such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house. Speak! Speak!
Gentle ladies, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. A repetition in a woman's ear. But murder, as it fell. Banquo, our royal master's murdered.
Woe, alas! What, in our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear enough, I prithee contradict thyself and say 'tis not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time, for from this instant there's nothing serious in mortality. What is the best? You are and do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
The royal father's murdered.
Those of his chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all matted with blood.
Oh, and yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate, and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man! The expedition of my violent love outrun the pause or reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and there the murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain? That had a heart to love, and in that heart, courage to make love known.
My help me hands home!
Why do
To
we
the
hold our
lady.
tongues? The most may claim this argument for hours.
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid, that suffer in exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence, against the unrival's pretense I fight, of treasonous malice.
And so do I.
And I.
So, let us briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Well contented.
Well
Well
content.
contented.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office which the false man does easy. Isle to England.
I to Ireland.
There's daggers in men's smiles. The nearer in blood, the nearer bloody. They're not a horse, but shift away. There's warrant in that theft which steals itself when there's no mercy left.
This saw knight of trifle form and knowings.
Here comes the good Macduff. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why, see you not?
Is it known who's done this bloody deed?
Those the Macbeth hath slain.
Alas the day! What good could they pretend?
They were corrupted. Malcolm and Donald Bain, king's two sons, have stole away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
It is most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He's already named and gone to be invested.
Where is Duncan's body?
Into the sacred storehouse of his predecessors.
Will you to Scotland? Well, I will thither.
Well, may you see things well done there. But you, lest our old robes sit easier than our new.
Thou hast it now, King, Glamis, Cawdor, all. But I myself should be the root and father of many kings. May they not be my oracle as well, and set me up in hope?
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are, with the most indissoluble tie for the need.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
We would have else desired your good advice in this day's council, but we'll take tomorrow. Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time twixt this and supper.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our cousins are bestowed in England and Ireland, not confessing. Their cruel parasite filling their hearers with strange inventions. Hie you to horse, adieu, till you return at night. Go Fleance with you.
Aye, my good lord. Our time does call upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time. Till 7 at night we will keep ourselves. Till supper time alone. While then God be with you. Satan, a word with you. Attend those men our pleasure.
They are my lord without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo dig deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. There is none but he, whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my grip, thence to be rent with an unlineal hand. No son of mine succeeding, if it be so. For Banquo's issue have I filed to my mind, but rancors in the vessel of my peace. To make them kings, the seeds of Banquo kings. Who's there? Now go to the door and stay there till we call. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
'Twas, so please your highness.
Well then, have you considered of my speeches? know that it was he, in the times past, which held you so under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self. This I made good to you in our last conference, passed in probation with you. How you were born in hand, how crossed, the instruments, who wrought with them in all things else, that might to a notion craze say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us!
Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? If you have a station in the file, not in the worst rank of manhood, say it. And I will put this business into your bosom, whose execution take your enemy off, grapples you to the love and heart of us, who wear our health, but slain in his death, which in his life were perfect.
I won my liege on the battle. Blows and buffets of the wall have so incensed that I am wrecked.
And I another, so weary with disaster, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or be rid on it.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord!
So is he mine, and in such bloody distance, that every minute of his being thrust against my nearest of life.
You shall, my lord, perform as you command us.
So our
Your
life.
spirits shine through you and with him. To leave no rubs nor botches in the works. Fleon's his son that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me as is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
I'll call upon you straight. Abide within. It is concluded, Banquo, thy soul's flight. If it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court? I, madam, but returns again tonight. Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words. Naught's had, all spent. Where our desire is got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord, why do you keep alone? Of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died. What's done is done.
We have scorched the snake, not killed it. Better be with the dead than on the torture of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well.
Come on, my lord! Sleek over your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial for your guests' night.
So shall I love, and so I pray be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. Present him eminence, both with eye and tongue. Unsafe the while that we must lave our honors in these flattering streams, making our faces fizzers to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this!
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and his Fleance lives.
But in the nature's hope is not etern.
There's comfort, yet they are assailable. Then be thou jocund ere the bat hath flown. There shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck. till thou applaud the deed. Come, sealing night! Scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand, cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Thou marvelest at my words, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee go with me.
But who did the thief join with us?
Macbeth! Hark! I hear him. 'Tis he.
Will be rain tonight.
Let it come down!
Break short! Fly, prepare fire!
You know your own degrees. At first and last, the hearty welcome.
Thanks be to your majesty.
Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keep her state, but in best time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends. For my heart speaks, they are welcome.
See, they encounter thee with their heart's thanks. Both sides are even. Here I'll sit in the midst. Be large in mirth, anon will drink a measure. The table round, there's blood on my face.
Tis Banquo's.
Tis better be without and here within. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
Oh, thou art the best of the cutthroats.
Most royal, sir. Fleance escaped.
Oh, then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect. But now I am cabin, crypt, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe.
Aye, my lord. Safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 trenchant gashes to his head. The least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies, the worm that's fled, hath nature that in time will venom breathe. No teeth for present, if he's gone tomorrow, we'll hear ourselves again.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer the feast is sold. That is not often vouched, well 'tis made, 'tis done with welcome.
Sweet remembrancer. Now good digestion wait on appetite and health on both.
please your highness to sit.
Here had we now our country's honor roofed, were the graced person of our banquo present. Who may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance?
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please, your highness, grace us with your royal company.
The table's full.
Here is a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, sir.
Oh!
What is it that moves your highness?
Which of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I did it, never shake! Thy gory locks at me!
Gentlemen, rise, his highness is not well.
Sit! Worthy friends, my lord is often thus and hath been from his youth. Pray you keep seat. The fit is momentary. If much you note him, you shall offend him, and extend his passion. Feed, and regard him not. You are mad.
I am a bold one, that dare look on that which might appall the devil.
The stuff. This is the very painting of your fig. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to dunk. Shame itself. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you do but look on a stool.
Prithee, see there, look, behold, look low. What say you? Why, what care I? If thou canst not speak to,
What quite unmanned and folly?
if I stand here, I saw him.
Fie for shame.
Blood has been shed here now in the olden time. The o'er-human statue purged with the gentle wheel, the time has been. That when the brains were out, the man would die. And but now they went immortal murders on their crowns and push us from our stools.
Oh God! Your noble friends do lack you!
I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity which is nothing. To those that know me, come, love and health to all. Then I'll sit down. Give me some wine, fill full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table. And to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here. To all in him we thirst, and all to all.
Our duties in the pledge.
Quit my sight! Let the earth hide me!
I think of this, good friend, but as a thing of common, 'tis no other! Only it spoils the pleasure of the time!
What man dare I dare? Be alive again, and dare me to the desert with thy sword! Unreal mockery, answer! Why being gone? I am a man again. Pray you sit still!
You have displaced the mirth, and broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
But you make me strange, even to the disposition that I owe. When now I think you can behold such sights, and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks.
At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go once.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning.
How sayst thou that Macbeth denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear it by the way, but I will send. There is not a one of them but in his house. I keep a servant fear. I will tomorrow. And betimes I will to the weird sisters. Nor shall they speak, for now I am bent to know. By the worst means, the worst.
You lack the season of all natures. Sleep.
Come. Will to sleep. We are but young indeed.
Thrice the branded cat hath moved. Thrice the blood fed wine hath the Christ is time to die. Round about the cauldron go. In the poison toad that under cold stone, day and night for 21, venom sleeping got, full thou thirst to the charming jot. Double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Fillet of a funny snake, out the cauldron boil. There you go. I am mute, frog. One of bat and tongue of dog. Trouble like an old breath. Boil and burn. Double, toil and trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble. Scale of drum. Choose of war. Which of mommy more and go. A birth strangled babe. Bitch delivered by a drowned finger slab. And tiger's slaughtered. Falling creatures of our cauldron. Double, toil and trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble. Cool with a baboon's blood. And then the charm is firm and good. By the prickings of my thumb, something wicked this way comes.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is it you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by that which you profess. However you came to know it, answer me. Though you untie the winds and let them fight against the churches, answer me to what I ask you.
Speak, demand, will answer. Say if thou'dst rather hear it from our mouths or from our master.
Call him, let me see him.
Corin sow's blood that hath eaten her 9th arrow, grease that's sweating from the murderer's gibbet thrown to the flame. Come high or low, thyself and office deftly show.
Oh, tell me, thou unknown power!
She knows your thoughts. Hear her speech, but say thou Macbeth! 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 Beware, Macduff! Dismiss me! Enough!
Whatever thou art, for thy good caution, thanks, but one word more!
Cannot be commanded, but he is another more potent than the first. Macbeth! Macbeth! Macbeth!
Had I 3 years, I'd hear thee.
Be bloody bold and resolute! Laugh to scorn. The power of man, for none of woman born, shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff, what need I fear of thee? But yet I'll make assurance double sure, and take a bond of fate, thou shalt not live. What is this? That rises like the issue of a king, and wears upon his baby brow the rounded top of sovereignty.
Listen, but speak not to it. Be lion-mettled, bold, and take no care. Macbeth shall never vanquish the bee, until great Birnam Wood walks to hide and finish.
That will never be! Who can impress the forest, bid the tree, unfix his earthbound root my heart? Proud to know one thing, shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
Deny me this, I will be satisfied, and an eternal curse fall on you. Answer me.
Show
his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Down! Thy crown doth sear mine eyeballs, and thy hair. Thou other gold-bound brow is like the first, another is like the former. Filthy hags, why do you show me this? A false start I. Till the line stretch to the crash of doom. Another yet a seventh. I'll see no more. Oh, and the ninth appears, who bears a glass which shows me many more. Horrible sight, now seek is true. For the but bloated Banquo smiles upon me and points at them for his. What is this so? Where are they going? Come in without here.
What's your grace's will?
Saw you the Weird Sisters?
No, sir.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord!
Infected be the air whereon they ride. I did hear the galloping of horses. Who was it came by?
'Tis Georgie, my lord, that bring you word Macbeth has fled to England.
To England?
Aye. My good lord.
Time now anticipates my dread exploits. From this moment, the very firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. The castle of Macduff I will surprise, give to the edge of the sword. His wife, his babes, all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No boasting like a fool. This deed I'll do before this purpose school. But no more sights. Where are these gentlemen? Come, bring me where they are.
What had he done to make him fly the land?
Must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom? To leave his wife, to leave his babe, his titles and his mansion, in a place from whence he himself does fly. He loves us not. He wants the natural touch. For the poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, will fight her young ones in the nest against the owl. All is the fear, nothing is the love. As little is the wisdom where the flight so runs against all reason.
Dearest cousin, I pray you, school yourself. Your husband, Macduff, is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further. Cruel are the times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves. I take my leave of you. I know some danger does approach you nearly.
Sarah? Your father's dead. What will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, Mother.
What, with worms and flies?
Was my father a traitor, Mother?
Aye, that he was.
And what is a traitor?
Why, one who swears and lies.
But must they all be hanged that swear and lie?
Everyone.
But who must hang them?
The good men.
Then the lies and swears are fools, for there are lies and swears enough to beat the honest men and hang them up.
Poor prattler, how thou talk'st. What is this face? Where's your husband? I hope in no place so unsanctified, such as where thou mayst find him. He's a traitor.
Thou liest! Thou shagged villain!
What? You egg? You're treachery!
perchance. This tyrant whose sole name blisters our tongues was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me and wisdom. To offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry god.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. A good and virtuous nature may recoil in an imperial charge, but I should crave your pardon. That which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose.
I have lost my hopes.
Chance even there where I did find my doubts. Why in that rawness left you wife and child? Those precious motives, those strong knots of love without leave take.
Fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain that thou thinkest for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the rich east to boot.
Be not offended. I speak not as in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. And here from gracious England have I offer of goodly thousands. But for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, yet my poor country shall have more vices than it had before. More suffer, and more sundry ways than ever, by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so grafted, that when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, false, deceitful, but there's no bottom, none. In my voluptuousness, your wives, your daughters, your matrons and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust and my desire. All continent impediments would o'erbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such a one to reign.
Boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny, but fear not yet to take upon you what is yours. You have willing dames enough. There cannot be that vulture in you to devour so many as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined.
Were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewels or this other's house, and my more having would be as a source to make me hunger more.
Then Scotland hath foistons to fill up your will of your mere own. All these are portable with other graces waived.
But I have none. The king becoming graces as justice, verity, temperance, bounty, perseverance, mercy, lowliness. I have no relish of them. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell, uproar the universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
Oh, Scotland! Scotland!
If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not to live. Nation miserable, with an untitled tyrant bloody sceptre. When shalt thou see thou wholesome days again?
This noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honour. I am yet unknown to woman, never was forsworn, scarcely have coveted what was mine own, at no time broke my faith, would not betray the devil to his fellow, and delight no less in truth than life. My false speaking was this upon myself. What I am truly is thine, and my poor country's to command. Whither indeed before thy here approach, old Seward with 10,000 warlike men, already at a point, was setting forth. Now we'll together, the chance of goodness be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. It is hard to reconcile. See who comes here.
My countrymen, the yet I know her not.
My ever gentle cousin. Welcome hither.
I know her now.
Stand Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country.
What's the newest brief?
Each minute teems a new one.
How does my wife?
Why, well?
Children?
Well, too.
Iron has not battered at their peace.
No. They were well at peace when I did leave them.
Be not a naked of your speech, how goes it?
There ran a rumour of many worthy fellows that were out, which was to my belief witness the rather, for that I saw the tyrant's power afoot. Now is the time of help.
Be it their comfort. We are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us good steward and 10,000 men. An older and a better soldier of none that Christendom gives out.
Would I could answer comfort with the like. But I have words.
What concern they? General cause or some fee grief due to some single breast?
No mind that's honest, but in it shares some woe, though the main part pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, keep it not from me, quickly. Let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tone forever.
I guess that's
Your castle is surprised, your wife and babe savagely slaughtered.
Merciful heaven! What man, there pull your hat upon your brow. Give sorrow words.
my children too.
Wife, babes, servants, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence. My wife killed too.
I have said.
Be comforted. Let's make us medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children. Oh, my pretty ones. Did you say oh? Oh. Helka. Oh! What? Oh, my pretty chickens and their dam. One fell swoop.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so. I must also feel it like a man. Did heaven look on and would not take that part? Sinful Macbeth. They were all struck for ye, not that I am. For their own demerits, but for mine, fell slaughter on their souls. Heaven, rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger, blunt not the heart. Enrage it! Our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for shaking. Take what cheer you may. The night is long that never finds the day.
I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field. I have seen her rise from her bed, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it. Yet all this while in a most fast sleep. Lo, here she comes, fast asleep.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their senses are shut.
Yeah, here's the spot. Out, damn spot! Out, I say! One, 2. Why don't it's time to do it? 5, my lord, 5. A soldier and a beard. What need we fear when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood?
Is the smell of blood still? All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh. Oh. To bed! To bed! There's a knocking at the gate. Come. Give me your hand! What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed!
Foul whisperings abroad. More Nietzsche the divine beneficent. Ah, God, forgive us all, look after her. The English power is near, led on by Malcolm, his uncle Seward, and Macbeth. Revenge is burning them for their dear causes, would to the bleeding and the grim alarm excite a mortified man.
Near Burnham once shall we then meet them. That way they are coming.
Great Dunsinane, Macbeth strongly fortified.
Now does he feel his secret murder sticking on his hands. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. Now does he feel his title hang loose around his neck like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thing.
Make we our march towards Burnham.
Bring me no more reports, let them fly all. Till Burnham Forest remove to Dunsinane, I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits pronounced. Fear not Macbeth, no man that's born of woman shall ever have power upon thee. Then fly, false slaves, and mingle with the English epicures. The devil damn thee, black, thou cream-faced loon! Where dost thou that goose look?
There are 10,000
geese, villain!
Soldiers, sir!
What soldiers, Wayface?
The English force, so please you.
Take thy face hence, Satan, I am sick at heart. When I behold, Satan, I say, this push will cheer me ever or deceit me now. I have lived long enough, my way of life is fallen into the sear, the yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age, as honor, obedience, love, troops of friends, I shall not look to have, but in their stead, curses, not loud, but deep, mouth, honor, breath, which the poor heart would fain deny and dare not. Satan! I'll fight till from my flesh my bones be hacked. Give me mine armor.
'Tis not yet needed.
I'll put it on. Send out more horses, scour the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Give me mine armor. How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick-coming fancies that keeps her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow. Erase out the written trouble of the brain, and with some sweet oblivious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart.
Wherein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physics to the dogs, I'll none of it! Come, put on my armor. Satan, send out. Doctor, the things fly from me. No, pull it off, I say. Bring it after me. I will not be afraid of death and pain till Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Burnham!
Let every soldier hew him down a branch and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow numbers of our host and make discovery in report of us.
It shall be done!
Time approaches, but we shall say we have and what we owe.
Hang out our banners on the outward wall. The cry is still they come. Our castle strength will laugh a siege to scorn. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we would have met them dareful beard to beard and beat them backward home. What is that noise?
'Tis the cry of women, my good lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fears. For the time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek. Wherefore was that noise?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. To the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays of lighted fools await a dusty death. Out! Out, brief candle! Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Oh, thou comes to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Oh, gracious my lord, I know I should report that which I say I stole, but know not how to do it.
Say it.
As I stood watch upon the hill and looked toward Burnham, and had not methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave. Oh, the next tree thou shalt hang alive, just famine claiming. Fear not, till Burnham wood come to Dunsinane. And now a wood comes to Dunsinane. Arm! Arm and act! Ring the alarm bell! Come wind, come rack! At least we'll die with harness on our back.
Now near enough. Your leafy screens throw down and show like those you are. You, worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, your right noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macbeth and we shall take upon us what else remains to do, according to our order.
Fare you well. Let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly. But bear like I must fight the course. Was he that is not born of woman such a one? Am I to fear or none?
What is thy name?
I'll be afraid to hear it.
No! Though thou callest thyself a haunted name, but Eddie is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
Devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to my name.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorrent tyrant! With my sword, I'll prove the lie thou speakst.
Thou wast of woman born, but swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn. Brandished by man that's of a woman born.
What are the noises?
Tyrant! Show thy face! If thou beest slain, with no stroke of mine, my wife and children will haunt me still.
This way, my lord. The castle's gently rendered. The almost itself professes yours, but little is to do.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die? On mine own sword, whilst I see lives, the gashes do better upon them. Turn! Hellhound! Turn! Of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back, my soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword, thou bloody villain. Then terms can even name thee.
Thou losest later. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee. Macbeth was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath count my better part of man. I'll not fight me! Yeah!
And yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. We'll have you as our rare monsters are, painted upon a pole, and under it, here, may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet and be baited by the rabble's curse. Though Burnham would be come to Dunsinane, and thou oppose it being of no woman born, yet I'll try the last. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that first cries, hold enough!
I would the friends we missed were safe arrived.
Some must go off.
Macduff is missing.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. Like a man, he died.
Then he is dead?
Aye, brought off the field.
And he is hurt before?
I on the front.
Why then, God's soldier be he!
He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him.
He's worth no more!
Hail, King of Scotland, so thou art. The time is free. Behold, where stands usurper's cursed heart. I see thee compassed by thy kingdom's pearl that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voice I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail,
Hail,
King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honour named. What's more to do? That would be planted newly with the time as welcome home our exiled friends abroad that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self and violent hands took off her life. This, and what needful else that calls upon us by the grace of grace, we shall perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all, and to each one whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?